Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? My name is AlexAlKazzaz, aka the Bear of Texas, aka the vlogging Lone Star Bear. I have just arrived at the airport and I am officially ready to begin my journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. As y'all can see, I am here and it's about 3 in the morning. And well, TSA is not open yet. So, I am standing by. Well, that's step number one. I have made it through security, so therefore I am officially at the airport. My flight is scheduled to leave in about 3 hours. So let's move on, y'all. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see what I just captured? Yeah, sleepyhead. Well, it is about 3 a.m. in the airport, so that's no surprise, and it's quiet. All right, just making my way through the terminal, getting to the gate. As a matter of fact, I'm at Terminal C at DFW Airport, and they're actually growing this terminal, I believe. Doesn't surprise me. Over the years, they always add to the airports. They got to grow it because, obviously for many, many reasons. But I think I'm in a newer section of this terminal. And I believe when I traveled 2 years ago, I was probably at this terminal as well. Actually, no, I take that back. I think 2 years ago when I traveled, I flew out of Terminal A, but I was here 3 years ago when I flew to San Diego to attend my brother's graduation from Marine Corps boot camp. So, yeah, the journey goes on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is definitely a newer section of Terminal C here at DFW Airport. I gotta tell you, it's actually looking really nice. They got Chili's. Obviously, they're closed. I mean, it's 3:45 in the freaking morning. I don't think I've ever traveled this early before. Maybe I did. Maybe I did about 4 years ago when I was going to Tampa. Uh, Fort Worth Magazine. Look at that. All right, as we head towards up. Look at that. That's beautiful. There we go. Getting closer to my assigned gate for now. Let's see how things happen because anything can change. Did y'all see what I just saw? That particular screen that I just filmed? Yeah, I can take my picture with Dallas Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki, the champion, a legend, one of the all-time greats in not only NBA but in sports overall. Well, so far so good in this journey. Let's keep going. 49 minutes to boarding time. Well, in less than an hour, I am set to board the plane and head on over to Southern California. Been chilling in the terminal for a little bit, but things have been going so well. Definitely having fun already. The adventure continues, ladies and gentlemen. It continues. Well, I have boarded my plane, and something interesting. Literally 20 to 25 minutes before boarding starts, I'm informed of another gate change, and I literally have to hop on the monorail to get to the other terminal. Thankfully, made it with no problems. So, here we go. Here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have arrived. My plane has landed. I am in Orange County, California. I am on my way to pick up my rental car and make my way up to Los Angeles. Weeks ago, my plan was to actually go to San Diego first and then make my way up to Los Angeles. But I figured that's actually a bad idea. I might as well just save San Diego for another day. So I think right now the plan is to hike at Griffith Park. For now, I got to go pick up my car. So, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next step. Alright, so I picked up my rental car. No issues at all. The only, actually, you know what? No. I had no issue picking up my car. But when I got in my car and I turned on the engine, something funny was going on. Like, the dashboard and everything was all in Spanish. And I was trying to figure out how do I change the language. So I go back into the rental car office and ask the manager, and he doesn't know, so he gets one of his Spanish-speaking employees to do it for me. And we all figured it out together because he had to see how it is in case it happens again. And I said to him, look, it's no big deal. I mean, really, I can figure everything out. But he wanted to actually take care of it because the manager actually recognized me because 2 years ago I did business with this guy, and I did it also back in 2019. So he immediately recognized me and said, "Oh my God, you've grown up." And he basically said I look different, like lost a lot of weight, I look healthier. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm actually on day 285 since I've drunk my last soda. I plan on going longer and longer and longer because I've noticed that not drinking soda has actually helped my health a lot. And I fear that if I have another soda again, I'm gonna fall right back into that rabbit hole. Anyway, I'm actually trying to kill a little bit of time because I want to go to a Carl's Jr. and grab a burger. But since it's 10:10 right now, they don't start serving lunch till 10:30. I gotta kill like 20 minutes. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to a convenience store and buy some water because as soon as I'm done with lunch, I plan on driving up to Los Angeles to go to Griffith Park to do my usual Griffith Park hike. In 2019, I made the stupidest mistake. I went hiking and I did not have water on me. Luckily, somebody did when I ran my hike. I did not come prepared. I did not even think. So I was 26 years old at the time. So the fact that I had no water, and everything was summer, I went in August. If I travel to California, especially LA, I'd rather go in October when nothing's going on. So yeah, I went in the summer, so it's still extremely hot. And right now it's like between 60 and 75 down here, but still I should have water just in case. But I hiked with no water and I felt absolutely stupid. But lesson learned. So there's a 7-Eleven right next to me. I'm gonna grab my water there because I can't imagine how difficult it's gonna be moving forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, day one continues. Well, technically, this is not day one. I'm doing this tomorrow, but since I arrived early in the morning, I'm doing some stuff. This is day one. So, day one continues, ladies and gentlemen. Headed up to Los Angeles, folks. Headed up right now. Well, we are getting closer and closer to Los Angeles. I can actually see downtown, but you can't really see it through the screen. But yeah, you can actually see the tip of downtown. Look at that. Beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, y'all. What is going on? Now I'm ready for the next step. I have arrived at Griffith Park, the same trail that I hiked 7 years ago in 2019, where I did not have any water, but thankfully somebody gave me some. And the same trail I hiked 2 years ago, and the one that I'm about to do today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited. Let's do this. Come with me, won't you? All right. Well, the hiking has commenced. Well, last time I did this hike, I wasn't in the best shape. During that time, I still had my serious unhealthy addiction to soda. And as I said earlier in this one, I'm gone over 280 days without one. So I've been told I look healthy and better, so let's see how I do. Oh. I literally almost got hit by a freaking car, and that would have been my fault because here I am distracted. I'm vlogging myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the start of the trail, Griffith Observatory, here we go. And well, first phase complete. Yeah, It's more difficult than I thought, but I think I made better progress so far climbing this hill so far. So, I forgot to mention the point of this hike is to get a good view of the Hollywood sign, and of course, views of downtown Los Angeles. Man, getting closer to the sign is a long, long hike, and I'm in no mood for that. But at least I'm gonna get a decent view. But I'm gonna get my money's worth. I did 2 years ago. I'll do it today. Well, climbing higher and higher. I don't know if y'all can see it. This the trail up there. There's some cars parked along the fence. That's where I'm headed. And behind this hill right here, behind this hill a little bit higher, is the Griffith Observatory. And that's where I'm headed. I don't know how long this hike is. I think it's at least a mile, but I kind of feel like it's overall, it's probably a mile and a half. But hey, it's a good thing. Hiking is good for you. And I'm getting some much needed exercise, a different amount of exercise that I get at my job. You know, this is fun. This is really fun. I'm so grateful to be doing this. So grateful. And it continues. All right. Well, I'm higher now. Getting closer. Man, this hike is getting harder and harder because I'm just going up and up and up. God. I guess that's the consequences of not being in shape. I thought I was in good shape coming into this, but I guess God decided to put that to the test, and well, I'm still doing it despite not being in the best shape. Just like I did it 2 years ago, just like I did it back in 2019. So if I was doing this more than once a year, or more than once every 2 years or so, I'd probably be getting better and better. It's okay, y'all. I mean, this is fun. This is fun. Well, I made a tremendous amount of progress. Still got a long way, but I made it far. It would be a shame to give up now, and that I will not do. And now we continue up, up the hill, towards the observatory. Yeah. Well, down there, well, y'all can, you can't really see it, but that's where I started. That was part of the trail from where I started. Although I started way down there, you can't even see the beginning of the trail. But I made a long way. There it is, y'all. The Griffith Observatory. The main objective of this hike, to make it all the way there and to get some great views. I would say I'm a little over halfway done, but hey, this is fun. This is fun. You see, where the Griffith Observatory is, you see that hill is blocking a view of downtown Los Angeles. But, speaking of a view, check this out. I'm not sure what city that is. I mean, it's part of LA, but I guess specifically that's Santa Monica, right? Or it's part of Hollywood. I mean, I would imagine what I'm feeling right here. I mean, that's got to be Hollywood, right? But I guess all of this is Hollywood and Los Angeles, right? But right over there, I'd imagine that's Santa Monica. But I don't know. There we go. Clear view of the Hollywood sign. Probably the closest I'll get. The best shot I've got, y'all. As y'all can see, that's the trail down there where I came from, y'all. We can't really see most of it, but Look at that. Made it all the way here. And here it is, y'all. The Griffith Observatory, but don't worry, we'll get closer. It's the best shot so far. And there it is again. I got too close.
Attention, please. The line for the 145 show to the Samuel is upon the area is forming on the west stairs, located outside on the west
We
side of
are
the building.
inside, y'all.
If you have a ticket for the show, please make sure you join the line no later than 20 minutes.
Look at that. We actually got to go in, y'all. There we go, y'all. We got a view of downtown Los Angeles. Hope y'all are seeing this in the best shot I can.
Okay, so let's check some of this work.
There we go. Another shot of downtown LA, folks. Look at that. Just got I was actually inside briefly in the observatory. Got a little bit of footage in the inside, but not much, to be honest. Well, it appears that my mission has been complete. I was able to do the hike, see the inside of the observatory, see the surroundings, get some good shots. Now it's time to make my way back to the car. I better actually preserve what's left of this battery because the battery on this vlogging camera is going to die soon. Luckily, I've got my video camera as backup. All right, well, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I am making my way back to the car. Well, it's certainly going to be easier than the hike towards the observatory. The hike back to the car will be much easier. Well, y'all, as I make my way back to my car, well, one more shot of the Hollywood sign because I'm sure this is the last one that I'm going to get that's actually any good. While I'm at it, probably the last best shot I have of the Griffith Observatory. It's been quite an experience. Hope y'all are seeing this. Well, of course, on my way back, I run into this sign. I didn't see it on my way up there. So I guess Ferndale Drive is where I'm headed to right now, in 0.9 miles. Either way, no matter how far it is, it's been a fun hike. Alright, so here we go. Just made my way down from the road from the observatory. Now back onto the regular trails. And it continues the way back to the car, baby. See, notice I'm going down right here. Much, much easier than the way up. Let me tell you. Ugh. Looking at the ground. You see that, y'all? If I'm correct, that's called erosion. And guess who taught me about erosion? Okay, yeah, some of my science teachers when I was, in like 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. But you know who really taught me about erosion? Now, take a guess. Yeah, Bill Nye the Science Guy. And look at that. You see? Still got a long way ahead, but hey, this is fun. Well, made it back to the car. All good. All good. Well, that pretty much wraps up all the adventures for today. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to leave a like, leave some comments. We'll see you all on the next one. Thank you all very, very much. God bless.